I got you, vegan. Me. All I gotta say is me. Hi, everyone. Thank you all for tuning in to The Reading, produced by Black Spectrum Network. I'm going to be your reader for today, next Zoe. So thank you all for tuning in. I'm so happy to be here tonight. So happy that you all are here. Please make sure that you share this video. Please go ahead and like this video. Yes, please like this video right now. Share this video with someone on your timeline. Share this video with someone on your Facebook. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. I want to go ahead and ask you all, what did you do to improve yourself in this past week? What did you do to improve yourself in this past week? What have you, oh, you love my hair. Thank you. Y'all like my hair. Sunny Bright Aura. Yeah, thank you. I've been talking to Marcus all day about the new me. And he doesn't have feelings about the new me, you know? You don't want to be on the damn camera? Okay, so anyway, the new me is trying to be extra affectionate with him, and
hello everyone.
The new me is trying to be extra affectionate with him, and I'm also trying to be forceful with my affection onto him to show my deep appreciation for our friendship.
I do appreciate our friendship,
but you don't appreciate this attempted headlock. All right. Anyway. Yes, so some of you all have been Marcus, what did you do to improve yourself in this past week?
Oh, I'm sorry. Prayed and meditated.
You want to say more?
No.
You want to be spiritually illiterate? Do you want to say more? You prayed and meditated. What does that mean? Okay.
Once you get done with the sermon, that's all I don't want to go into depth. Because that'll pretty much, it'll kind of negate your sermon that you're going to do today. It will.
No, it doesn't. That emphasizes the point of the sermon. For you to use your words to talk about.
Guys, y'all check it out. Just.
So you prayed and meditated and what else? Like,
to become a better being.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I sidetracked that.
How long you been praying and meditating, Marcus? And why is this is the only thing that you've done to work on yourself, prayed and meditated?
One thing. There's many other things.
Such as?
But that's just want to focus on the prayer and meditation piece.
Okay, what else have you done to work on yourself spiritually? Nothing? That's it? No offering? Nothing?
Yeah. Offering as well. Yeah.
No other new developments? None at all that you can think of?
The prayer and meditation that I've been doing has made me feel a much stronger individual.
You don't do readings at all? Anything? Nothing? That just never happened? You just never received a spirit board or any of that? It just...
That as well. Continue. Again, hello everybody.
You were supposed to be carrying this particular 2 minutes of the show. I was asking, I really expected your help.
I'm sorry.
Really?
I apologize.
So can you say anything in addition to the prayer and meditation to make yourself seem like a viable spiritualist?
Man.
What's wrong with that?
I'm very enlightened.
What did you say?
You can continue next up. He's about to get into the sermon, which is entitled To the Left, to the Left.
No, motherfucker, get back on that shit. Go back to doing your basic bitch shit, because you would absolutely no fucking help. Whatever. Anyway, thank you all for tuning into the reading produced by Black Spectrum Network. I'm going to be your reader for today, Negzo. Today's we need to turn that off in the background.
What?
All right. Today's sermon for today is called spiritual. Is talking about what I would call spiritual literacy. But I'm going to talk specifically about collective illiteracy. Marcus, what you saw earlier was not a skit. It was not for play at all. I really expected Marcus to use his words to describe his spiritual experiences, but like most of y'all on YouTube who can't communicate their spiritual experiences to people, I call y'all spiritually illiterate. The most that Marcus could get out was that he prayed and meditated this week, as though like that was telling y'all something or telling y'all about the actual impacts that the prayer and meditation was having on his life. It told you absolutely the fuck nothing. It was completely vague. I'm completely ashamed to know that he's sitting here next to me and he can't articulate himself in a detailed way. That is a shame. But anyway, today we're going to be talking about spelling. spelling. Okay? So, Marcus can spell. Okay? But the motherfucker can't expound. So there are two types of spelling. Okay, Marcus is well versed in these two types of spelling. The first type of spelling is the physical spelling. The physical spelling is when you write or name letters in a correct sequence. Okay, that's physical spelling. You write or name letters in a correct sequence. So Marcus can put words together. Okay, prayer and meditation. That's all he said. So spiritual is when you form words for the use of magical charm or incantation. Okay, to forming your words for the use of magical charm or incantation. See, Marcus had the opportunity to enlighten you all about his spiritual journey, but this bitch sat up here and just wanted to keep all the shit to himself, because he's one of them selfish motherfuckers that don't share the good shit. Okay, so yes, he's spiritually illiterate. Stay your ass over there, Marcus. You're spiritually illiterate.
Spiritually illiterate.
So spelling
That's why
is
this sermon is going to answer all of that.
Stay your spiritual illiterate ass over there.
Spelling is important because it's important for multiple reasons. Marcus knows the reasons that spelling is important, but his ass ain't gonna demonstrate for you all the influence that I have had on him and the ways in which his life has been tremendously impacted by my presence in his life. But that's all good. Now, spelling is important because you can communicate your ideas to other spirits, other humans, and the dead, and those that have never lived. I'll repeat that. Communicate your ideas to spirits, other humans, and the dead, because all those things are spirits. Humans are spirits, the dead are spirits, and those that have never lived are also spirits. Spelling allows you to demonstrate knowledge or mastery over an area of life. And it shows that you've mastered small social functions such as greeting people, hello, goodbye, and being able to read, such as what I'm doing right now. I'm reading from this sheet of paper, and even Marcus, with his illiterate ass, can read. Spelling is also responsible for producing more powerful and socially impactful functions, human behaviors like teaching, which is what I'm doing for y'all illiterate motherfuckers, and leading teams of people, which is what I'm doing via Black Spectrum Network. Spelling is also important for making sure the intentions you communicate are accurately defined and can be acted upon by the pantheon of energies that are walking with you. Okay? Are you all getting where I'm going with spelling? Okay, is this real basic? If it's real basic right now, it should be real basic. If y'all follow where I'm going, it should be real basic. It should be very, very basic. Spelling. Now, those who cannot spell are illiterate. Okay? Those who cannot spell are illiterate in the physical and the metaphysical sense. Now, here are some of the benefits, both the spiritual and the metaphysical and the physical benefits of being literate. Okay, so Marcus needs some of this help. So y'all send a skull emoji for Marcus, illiterate ass. Put the skull emoji in the chat because Marcus is illiterate.
I'm gonna help put it in there myself too.
You better. Thank you. Lead the pack, my nigga. Lead the pack.
There we go.
I mean, lead the pack. Sorry, the pack. Lead the pack. All right. All right. Higher literacy rates. They lead to an increased self-esteem. Higher literacy rates mean that you're more likely to vote and voice more tolerant values in society. So people that are literate are more tolerant. People that are literate are more likely to vote. So if you don't vote, you're illiterate. People that are literate produce stronger economies. They contribute more to the economy in terms of creating small business. And countries who are literate have stronger financial economies on a macro level. You have lower infant mortality rates. You're better, and also if you're literate in the most simple sense, you're better able to read, understand, and use the information that you acquire. I'll repeat that. When you're literate, you're better able to read, understand, and use the information you acquire. Now, with that being said, the more literate you are, the more literate you are, it increases the probability that you will live, and it increases the probability that your standard of living will be improved. It increases it dramatically. If you watch the interview, that interview by Warren Buffett, I think he sits down with Jay-Z. He says that people that can communicate themselves well, they will increase their profitability by at least 50%. Make sure that y'all share the video. Make sure that y'all have also liked my video, okay? Like my video. Go ahead and hit the like button. I'm going to continue on with the sermon. For those who have acquired physical literacy, you can communicate yourself clearly and effectively. Okay, if you have physical literacy, you have no problem communicating yourself. Now, you're physically literate if important people listen to you when you speak. Okay, now that doesn't look. Everybody gets listened to when they speak. Okay, all right. Everybody gets listened to because spells have to have spells always have targets. But it's important when important people listen to you. Is because you're physically literate. Others will learn from you, especially elderly men and wise men with whom you come into contact with. Elderly people and wise people will be influenced by your ability to speak to them because you're physically literate. Spiritual literacy, on the other hand, is a form of magical working in which the use of one's words power their magical practice. Okay, physical literacy is when you can communicate yourself clearly and effectively, but spiritual literacy is a form of magical working in which you use your words to power your magical practice. Now, spiritual literacy requires, okay, so you must be physically literate before you can be spiritually literate. So spiritual literacy requires that you be physically literate before you embark on the journey to practicing any type of magic. If you cannot spell, you cannot read. If you cannot read, you cannot know and understand two principles. I'll repeat. If you cannot spell, you cannot read. If you cannot read, you cannot know and understand two principles. Those principles are truth and domination. You cannot find the truth because your mind, your mouth, and your vocabulary are not strong enough to comprehend the depth to which a dominating society works and plots against you. Okay, I'm going to repeat this one more time. If you cannot spell, you cannot read. If you cannot read, you cannot know and understand two principles, truth and domination. You can't find the truth because your mind, your mouth, and your vocabulary are not strong enough to comprehend the depth to which a dominating society works and plots against you. Again, I say it for you again. People that are not literate do not vote. You ain't even listening to me, your illiterate ass. You were supposed to be like, amen. Well.
Amen.
If you are not literate, you cannot play by the rules of society. You cannot work with social norms and societal laws in a way that effectively advances you up the social ladder. Because again, you cannot find the truth because your mouth, your mind, and your vocabulary are not strong enough to comprehend the depth to which a dominating society works and plots against you. As we speak, different politicians at the local, state, and federal level are plotting against you. And you don't vote because you're illiterate. If you are not literate, you cannot play by the rules of society. You cannot work with the social norms and societal laws in a way that effectively advances you up the social ladder because the goal in life is growth. You cannot understand the mind of your enemy, for you lack the knowledge required to communicate, to understand their thoughts. Okay, so you cannot understand the mind of your enemy because you lack the knowledge required to decipher the thoughts that they communicate. On a metaphysical level, spiritual literacy allows On a metaphysical level, spiritual literacy allows those that have advanced beyond the worldly reading. Okay, when I say worldly reading, I literally mean worldly comprehension, and when you're able to read people, like read their energy. So 2 readings, okay? You can read like I'm reading from the paper. You also have readings that are spiritual, where you can read spiritual energy, or you can just read the energy of society. Those 2 readings. On a physical level, those that are spiritually literate have advanced beyond the worldly reading and knowing of the world to use their magical knowledge in tandem with one another to create the realities of their heart. What that means is that people that are spiritually literate can create the reality that they want because they are physically literate first, and they know how to play by the rules of society. They understand truth and domination. Spiritually literate people know how to work independently. They formulate their own conclusions about life, both physical and metaphysical. A spiritually literate person understands that their worldly vocabulary must grow each and every day. A spiritually literate person knows that their physical vocabulary must grow each and every day. They use their words carefully when crafting their spells. Spelling, because there are 2 types of spelling: physical spelling and metaphysical spelling. The physical spelling where you say prayer and meditation. But then when I ask you to tell me more, that's the spiritual spelling, which is what this bitch didn't do. Okay? The spiritual spelling, because Marcus is spiritually illiterate. All right. They use their words carefully when crafting their spells because they know their words are spells. So they are careful of what spells. They are careful of what they spell with their words. Okay? Say it again. They use their words carefully when crafting their spells. Because they know their words are spells, they are careful of what they spell with their words. Okay, be careful of what you affirm in your head, psychologically, sociologically, and spiritually. Okay, please share my video. Please go ahead and hit the like button. Don't be a stingy ass person. Just give me 1 like. Hit the like button. It's a lot of y'all that are watching this video and you've not hit the like button. Stop being mean. Stop being stingy. Hit that like button, bitch. Okay. To make this simple, words are spells. If that needs to be made explicit, words are spells. Words are useless as spells if the intentions powering the words have no aim or direction. Y'all motherfuckers use words you don't know. And y'all rely on a vocabulary that has not advanced since you left high school. Many people don't use enough words because they are not only intimidated by learning, but they're also intimidated by growth. Okay? The Negro is miseducated because they only speak English but cannot comprehend the magnitude of the effects their spelling, or lack thereof, have on their reality, their descendants, and their ancestors. I say it one more time. The Negro is miseducated, and you can take this. This is my quote. These are my words, bitch. It's my quote, my words. The Negro is miseducated because they only speak English, but can't comprehend the magnitude of the effect their spelling or lack thereof has on their reality, their descendants, and their ancestors. Hit the skull emoji if you understood that because you were spiritually literate. Don't hit that skull emoji if you didn't understand. Collective illiteracy. Now, when you take one illiterate motherfucker like this bitch. Oh, come on, man. We gotta do it. Come on.
Okay.
All right.
What happened?
Anyway, come on to the camera. All right.
What's up, man?
So when you take one collective, when you got one motherfucker that's like collectively illiterate like this bitch right here, okay? I mean, individually illiterate, and you take 10 Marcuses, you get collective illiteracy. You tired of me grabbing you?
Very much so.
All right, so I'm not gonna grab Marcus no more because he want to be fucking mean on goddamn camera because I keep calling him spiritually illiterate. You mad?
Mm-mm.
No. You mad about me grabbing you?
Mm-mm.
All right. So when you get one mad motherfucker like this bitch right here, sorry for touching your hat. I wasn't trying to touch your crown. Sorry. I wasn't.
Continue.
When you get one bitch like this and you replicate his dumb ass and you create an American society full of Marcuses, you come up with a bunch of niggas that can't read spiritually or physically, okay? And you come up with this concept that I call, well, it's not, I mean, other people may have used it, but collective illiteracy. Y'all, Marcus is mad as fuck at me. Anyway.
I'm really not. He just thinks that.
I know they can see it in the Marcus. They can see it in the chat. They're not spiritually illiterate. I can read your energy now, nigga. You mad? Anyway, when you are spiritually illiterate, you pray using vague language. When you're spiritually illiterate, you pray using vague language. You nod your head and pretend to know what other people are spelling when you really don't. Okay? You nod your head and pretend to know what other people are spelling and, spells as far as like casting the spell and, just using their words when you really don't. You sign contracts, physical, like the actual contracts that you get, like when you sign on a loan, and metaphysical contracts when you spell. Okay? Whenever you speak, you're signing a contract, just to let you know. You focus more, you know that you're spiritually illiterate when you focus more on the incantation of a spell than the work required to manifest it. You focus more on figuring out how to pray than you do behind actually doing the work, behind manifesting what it is that you prayed for. You care more about talking about things than doing things. Spiritual illiterate people. Okay. You rationalize your inability to spell as a form of diversity. Okay? You rationalize your inability to spell as a form of diversity. You just like, look, some people can't spell. Look, I don't need to know these words. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. No. You're illiterate. You're just trying to justify mediocrity. And mediocrity cannot rest at the throne of God. You cannot see that your inability to spell directly affects your experience in this world. You cannot spell, therefore you are weak and useless. Everything you produce is weak and useless. From the food you cook, to the actions you take, to the children you have, and the families you create, all weak. Because you're spiritually illiterate. I repeat that. You cannot spell, therefore you are weak and useless. Everything you produce is weak and useless. From the food you cook, to the actions you take, to the children you have, and the families you create, all weak. You may be the product of cultural and spiritual illiteracy. You may be the product of cultural and spiritual illiteracy. Which is why you don't understand why your life circumstances play out the way they do, or the reason you lack knowledge about increasing your income or venerating your ancestors. And I'm speaking specifically to you all. I'm not talking to Marcus in this moment. You may be the product of cultural and spiritual illiteracy, which is why you don't understand why your life circumstances play out the way they do, or you lack knowledge about increasing your income or venerating your ancestors, because there's so many people that want to know how to make more money, that all you do is focus on praying for money, but you don't do things to make more money. You don't go out and try to make yourself more literate. You don't go and research things. You don't pick up the dictionary. Okay? You don't sit in a classroom full of people and allow for them to teach you or to shape your mindset. Okay? You don't even go to a book club. You sit around your coworkers in the break room and y'all discuss love and hip hop and other shit that doesn't make you more spiritually literate. Okay? With all that being said, I'm just sitting here stigmatizing a particular demographic of people and calling them spiritually illiterate because the Negro is miseducated. Okay? But a lot of you all are the products of cultural and spiritual illiteracy. It's just been passed down from generation to generation. And you're paying off the karmic debt. Your ancestors don't become spiritually literate when they die. If they were spiritually literate when they were alive, they can be spiritually literate when they dead. And you're calling on them, you got weak-ass ancestors. They can't communicate with you because they can't spell. Your ancestors, you can't hear your ancestors because they can't spell. I'm just tired. I'm just needing water. I'm just needing an offering. I'm just needing your service, master. They are spiritually and culturally illiterate. They don't worship the same way that you might. So it's your job to learn, to grow, and to pass down the information that you learn through spirit, after having acquired spiritual literacy. But first, you got to get the physical literacy, okay? This will help you to break a cycle of collective illiteracy. And that's the end of my sermon.
Definitely some good food for thought. High five. Good job.
You done being mad at me?
Never was.
I'm sorry.
I never was.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure. And if y'all think I was mad, y'all really don't know me.
Yeah, I was just egging y'all asses on. I don't think he was really mad at me. You really wasn't mad at me?
No.
Do I have to pull cards on it?
Go right ahead.
Well,
If you feel you need to.
I feel I need to. I need to know where you're really mad at me.
I think they would say most of shy, but okay.
You said you were shy?
Really not even shy, but thrown off.
You was thrown off?
Yeah.
By me being affectionate? I told you it's a new me.
Well, no, I wasn't talking about that. I was actually doing something else. Just kind of caught me off guard.
What kind of question? I don't understand what you're saying.
No, I was doing something else.
What were you doing?
I was working on this. On the phone.
Oh. Is Marc angry with me? Well, I get the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Page of Wands. So basically, you're more so fascinated with this new relationship that I'm trying to form, and you're not exactly sure which route to take. He's just kind of like, where is this going? I don't know. He's just trying to do a wait and see sort of thing. But he's pretty happy with the new relationship. He's like, it's something new, it's something fresh, and, I don't mind exploring this particular adventure, Correct? No.
I don't know about the fascination part, but hey, you can call it that.
You're not fascinated with, you're not interested to see where it goes?
What's your interest to see how long this lasts?
You think I'm going to revert back to the old me?
This is probably going to last maybe by the time the show ends. I give it tomorrow. Nah, I take it back. I give it tomorrow.
And then how I'm going to act?
That I really don't know. I don't even know about this behavior right here. I really don't know.
I'm so embarrassed. You're making me appear as though I'm a hoodlum.
Nah.
You are.
Nah.
You're making it seem as though like my behavior is just so fucking erratic that it's just this it's this alien-esque behavior that you just never encountered before.
Nah.
Do you feel like my personality changes from week to week, huh?
No, I ain't gonna say from week to week.
How often?
It just depends on how you feel.
Is it ever consistent?
What is your definition of consistent? Consistent with, like, what is your, like...
Consistently unpredictable. That's it.
There you go. That's a better way to put it.
So you just go with the flow.
Mm-hmm.
You just never know what you're gonna get.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You don't.
That's what makes it fun, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No fascination still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Too heavy-handed with the words.
Mm-mm.
So fascinating. So not so much fascinated, but more so curious, intrigued.
All the above.
Fascinated included. Oh,
You can't throw that in.
so just curious and intrigued.
Yeah. You just keep it at that.
Breakfast in bed, hun. Heard you got a new girlfriend. You wanna start this next segment? Marcus.
Okay. I'm sorry, reading comments. Yeah, go ahead. Yes, next segment. Oh, yeah. Freaking AJ. So, Quinn will be doing a brief reading on Freaking AJ. Yeah.
Yes.
A brief reading on Freaking AJ.
We're going to be doing a reading on Free and AJ from 106 in Park. If you all want to do the super chat questions, if you all want to donate to the super chat, go ahead and donate. Now during the Free and AJ section, feel free to go ahead and ask your questions. Because after this, we're going to go ahead and get into the live psychic readings.
Hold up. Before y'all start doing the super chat, please don't start putting in $2. I have like 4 different questions. Why don't you just put in $8, ask the questions you gotta ask, and be done with it. Stop putting in $2, I want to ask this. $3, I want to ask this. $5, I want to ask this. If you can remember all at one time, just put them out that you're trying to put in and just ask it. Plain and simple. It gets annoying. I can keep up with it, but at some point it gets annoying. So just trying to help you, help me, help us.
Okay. All right. So, super chat readings will get priority tonight. And if you don't want to donate, then that's perfectly fine as well. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start the reading.
It's like 2 cats.
I was still looking at the thing. Anyway, first question that I'm pretty sure, well, I want to know, and definitely Chet wants to know. Did Free and AJ really date each other?
Did Free and AJ date each other? Breakfast in bed, hun. Y'all like this song by Stefflon Don? I did not know who she was. I heard this song like when I was in kickboxing the other day, and I was like, heard she got a new girlfriend.
I never see myself playing that one.
And it's her.
They did that kickboxing?
You gonna come back to kickboxing?
I just don't see it as a workout song, but I guess. Okay.
And it's hurting. You know the song?
Yes.
Oh.
Just heard it. Other time, yes.
All right.
Yes. Yes.
Whatever, bitch.
Yes.
Spiritual illiteracy.
Yes.
Okay. Did Free and AJ, were they dating? Anyway, what cards am I going to get? Dating. Well, I don't want to say that they were dating. I want to say that they were co-workers that flirted with one another and they were really close to one another, and they had a brother-sister relationship. They sometimes dipped into being romantically intimate with one another. And what I mean by being romantically intimate is the psychological aspects of their relationship. There was definitely a closeness there where they felt extremely connected to one another on the basis of sexual attraction and having a similar interest in the entertainment industry. I get that from Free's perspective, she was attracted to AJ's intelligence and his mind. I get that she's just as much as she's interested in a man being physically attractive, she's more so interested in his mind. So there was hey, I'm getting a lot of wand cards, so I'm just saying that there was a sexual connection between the two. And from AJ's perspective, I see it's from AJ's perspective. I get that AJ had always been in a relationship. I don't get that he had been single, and I think that he's been private, but I also get that he's always been firmly rooted in having stable relationships. I don't get that he and Free were dating seriously with one another, but I do get that they were co-workers that it was like, this is my workplace husband, and sometimes those relationships would extend outside of 106 in Park. With that being said, I would say that they definitely experimented with one another. There was definitely some experimentation. Free was more interested in AJ.
Interesting.
Next question, Marcus.
Let's see. Did Free and AJ get fired, or did they leave on their own accord?
Heard she got a new girlfriend, and it's hurting. It looks like they were fired. I don't get that they left on their own accord. I get that this was an executive level decision. I get that this was they had already predicted this, that they were going to be that they were going to have to go. And I get that they had been, and I get that it was about them working on opportunities outside of See, the thing is, what I'm saying with 106 in Park is that they wanted Free and AJ to themselves. They didn't really want them exploring opportunities outside the 106 in Park platform. And I see that they weren't getting paid what they wanted to be paid either, and the show's popularity was ever increasing. But the work demands were too heavy. But I get from them that this was an executive level decision because they were saying that they could pay people for less that would still want to have the platform that AJ and Free had built. So AJ and Free did not choose to leave; they were let go. But I get that 106 in Park is allowing for them to say to some capacity that they were able to leave. Please hit the like button. I have 89 people watching and only 49 likes. So please hit the like button for me. The cards are still speaking. And I'm also seeing here where they didn't want, okay, the thing is, I see that BET offered them a contract. They were able to renew their contract, but they turned it down. BET offered them a shitty contract that didn't meet their their the standards by which they will be okay with negotiating. And I'm saying that it's kind of like BET offered them a contract that they had to refuse, and so that was their way of firing them. Okay.
Let's see. Next question. Did Free and AJ really care about the black community?
And it's hurting. Sterling's got a new girlfriend.
Joyce, I thought we put you on 2 weeks without sending anything.
Joyce,
but you still continue to send money.
Joyce, you're on spiritual probation, baby. You're on spiritual probation. You can't give us no more money. No more. You can't do it no more. I'm sorry, Joyce. We're gonna answer your question tonight, but unlink your bank account, unlink that card, because you can't donate to me no more. No, ma'am. All right. So, did they care about the black community? Yeah, they did. I mean, it's like it's simple. Like, yeah, they did. I mean, the main card that I see is definitely that they never felt divided about their, like, they care about the black community. It's not up for question. Spirit is kind of like Spirit. No. Spirit is not saying well, duh, but they're saying that, you know, there's been enough evidence to indicate that they do have a genuine care for the black community, not just by sitting on the platform, but I'm hearing about. I think y'all are knowledgeable about things that Free and AJ have done that show that they are very much strong supporters of the black community. The cards that are laid out are pretty much like that's really just not. It's really not up for questioning, but hey, it was a good question. I think it was. Thank you for the question, Marcus.
All right. Next question.
And let's make this the last one, and then we'll get into which one is the better one.
That's pretty much just being messy with me. Unless you just
You want to be messy?
Sure. Was Free and AJ envious of the other co-hosts that came after them?
Okay, he wrote on here were Free and AJ, but he said was Free and AJ. I see the word were on there. Splitting verb. Sorry, I just had to cut. Just had to.
Yeah, I know. Just wanted. I know. Thank you, English teacher.
I'm not an English teacher. I'm a sociology professor. All right, so were they envious of the co-hosts that came after them? Oh, I get the fool. So they're pretty much like they felt like the people that came after them were just
Meteors.
You took the words right out of my mouth. You read my mind. They felt the people that came after them were meteor whores. I get the hermit card as well, so they're saying that those people weren't using their intuition. And they were pretty much they're like, you know, y'all signed yourselves into slavery. The star card also came out and it's like y'all signed yourselves into slavery, you know, so that y'all could be famous.
But there you go. Oh my.
What happened?
I swear I thought it was just ass.
Say it. Say it again. You got the platform. Go ahead. Say it.
One last time. If you're going to do super chat, which is completely fine, please do not put multiple questions that's coming from you at $2 a question. Why can't you just put in $10? Ask your questions. If you're going to put in $8, put it all in at once.
Who was the person that did that?
I'm pretty sure they can figure it out themselves. I'm not even going.
No, say it.
Now let's keep saying.
No, we need to, because I think that we need to start negatively sanctioning people for their bad behavior. So please say the person that did this. This is a classroom, so who was the person that did it?
Do it.
Who did it?
Don't do it.
What?
Who was a tattle on the person?
Just make up a name.
Who did it?
Clearly, he already knows. So.
I don't know.
Well, not you. Not you.
Who is it? Who was the person that violated the rules?
Oh my God, why is
They just told on themselves.
Who?
He wants to do this. Look,
Yeah, they just told themselves.
Why?
Who did?
Who did it?
Whoever did it, stop violating the rules. Because we're gonna end up on this live for like 3 hours. So stop violating the rules. That's the reason that we put these rules in place. So please stop violating the rules. there will be negative sanctions.
Nah, Siobhan, ain't no. I said it first before we even got started on it, and that individual was already in here before I stated it the first time.
You don't want to name the individual?
Nah, we ain't gonna do that. I'm just gonna let it be known.
Okay, are we naming the individual?
No. We're not
After this, will we name the individuals that violate the rules?
If it happens again, yes.
Okay, all right. So after this, the negative sanction is we are naming individuals that violate the rules. Okay? After you continue violating the rules, I'm putting you on spiritual probation. You will lock that wallet up. You will lock your wallet up in your car, okay, and sit on your keys and finish watching my live. And you will keep your hands tied behind your back, and you will not donate a motherfucking penny until you can get off probation and learn how to follow the rules. Follow the rules. This is my classroom. All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's start with oh, you got.
Who's the first one?
Yeah. Awkward letter.
Okay, awkward letter. How will this year end for me? Okay, I'm gonna time myself. All right, awkward letter. How will this year end for me? Okay, so the spirits. Okay, so the year, as far as the year ending for you, I see that the cards are pretty much saying that you can. They're pretty much saying like you're gonna have a lot of you're gonna have more battles to fight. Financial battles specifically. It's like bills are gonna start piling up. So you can expect like unexpected expenses to start developing in your life. I see that you're going to be spending the rest of this year in solitude. And in addition to that, I see that you will be spending your time in solitude because you're preparing for a move in the next year. I see for you that it is also going to be incredibly important for you to start making sure that you engage in ancestral worship as well. But mainly, that's pretty much what the rest of the year is going to be like for you. It's about spending time in solitude and preparing for a new move. Okay? Siobhan Stacia, an update on the job search.
Charlene says she liked your hair. She loves the color. Awkward, I hope that made sense to you.
Does this make sense to you?
Yeah.
You sure? You sure you're spiritually literate?
I hope I can understand that. I hope so. Let me try it out and let me see if it works.
So we're doing Siobhan Stacia with the board reading to give her an update about her job search. But before I do that, I brought my oracle cards for people that are donating particular amounts. So I'm going to do an oracle card reading for you. Can you start the timer for me? Okay, Siobhan, The timer has been started. I'm going to give you as much information as possible about your job search. So, using my Voodoo Oracle, I want you to communicate to me what is going on with Siobhan's job search. Show me 1, 2, and 3. So the first thing that you need to do on this job search is that you need to, prayers and offerings, you need to make for the ancestors. You need to give prayer and offering to the ancestors, and it's also talking about more education or certification that's needed for a promotion or a raise. So you need to be considering going to grad school or going back to school in the next 6 to 12 months. There's going to be a window of opportunity for you to enroll in school. You need to go ahead and take that. But mainly right now, along your job search, you need to continue with your prayer, continue with your offerings, and giving your ancestors food for prosperity. This is also talking about the letter of law, which is saying that you're following your ego rather than attempting to follow the forces of attempting to allow the force of life to choose how things go about for you. So what this means is that you're in a waiting period with your job search. Also, your job search will involve you assisting children, or it's going to be a business where you work with children. It's also saying that you need to go and petition to your ancestors for jobs that are specifically open, that will allow for you to work with children, or it's a business that focuses on providing services to young children. I'm now going to give you a bone reading about the energy surrounding your job search. Okay, Siobhan, I get the ancestors token over the sponge, so you need to do a spiritual cleansing bath. Okay, you need to do a cleansing bath, and you need to do a cleansing bath that will attract prosperity to you. I get a closed calorie over the food stamps and over the child support. So just during this job search, you need to be, I don't know if you have children, but your children will be taken care of. You'll be taken care of. But they're saying that the main thing that you need to focus on is making sure that you have food in the home. You know, there's an open calorie over the wedding ring. There's an open calorie over the wedding ring. The 5 of instability. So they're saying that, there's a woman over the, you know, you need to do a spiritual cleansing bath. That's just the next step in raising your vibration. Over the magnum wrapper and the boomerang is a protection stone, the 5 of instability, a paper clip, and the woman. So this is specifically talking about you needing to raise your vibration with the cleansing bath because of some spiritual work that you've done in the past where you've removed energy from you. You need to further remove it with through those means. Why is my pendulum in this? Oh, yeah. Anyway, I get a closed calorie over the Harlequin mask. So as far as the jobs go for you right now, it's like you're not applying for the right ones. There's the intelligence token over the penny. And it's talking about you needing to be smarter in how you're applying for the jobs because they're saying that you're casting your pearls onto swine. And these jobs that you're applying for don't have a lot of value, like a lot of societal value to them. So you need to apply for socially meaningful positions that are dealing with children. What does this timer say?
Oh, sorry. Let me see it.
Sorry. Anyway, I'm just trying to make sure I'm not going over. All right, so cut off any romantic relationships that aren't serving you. They're saying that through this job search process, there are a lot of people that are praying for you. So I get that people in the YouTube community, like my channel, but other people's channels as well, because I'm seeing energy from different social media places that have been praying for you. So their prayers are supporting you, but it's like You need to search on Google an immediate hire job, an immediate hire position, because you're not being strategic in how you're applying for these positions if you haven't found a job by now. It's all about the strategy. It's a lack of strategy, and also, and in addition to that, your resume needs to be made more attractive. The application itself needs to be made more attractive. You need to find the best looking resume that you can, steal the format, and then insert your information into it.
And so I ask, what kind of cleansing bath?
The kind of cleansing bath?
Yeah.
Just a general sea salt and lemon cleansing. I don't think you need anything stronger than that. A sea salt and lemon cleansing, or if you want to, you can create your own prosperity bath, and to draw more job offers to you.
Next up, the one that is in, the one that should be in spiritual solitude.
Good morning, and happy Techies Day.
Alexa,
Woo!
cancel. Alexa was saying hi.
Hello, Alexa. My pendulum is broken.
No.
I brought the broken pendulum. I have to go and buy another one. I don't know. I might have to use my car keys tonight. Well, it still swings. Gotta get another pendulum.
Let's see. Next up.
Okay.
Your fellow person that's in spiritual solitude.
Joyce Sims. Joyce Sims, will my nephew get hired in Homeland Security, and where is my mama credit card? Yeah, Joyce, you can't ask any more questions. To ask me where your mother's credit card is, I'm not a fortune teller. I don't, and Barone really doesn't appreciate those sorts of questions. It wasn't a noble ask, but you're definitely on spiritual probation, baby. We'll see, and you're on spiritual probation for another 2 weeks, so I shouldn't see any more payments from you for another 2 weeks. All right. So see you at the end of the month. All right. So your grandson being hired in Homeland Security. Spirit says that there's a very good chance that he will be. He just needs to apply. That's really it. It's not a will he. It's not real. It's the spirits are asking, will he apply, and will he apply himself to getting this position? They're saying that he's very much qualified for it. They're saying that he has an education for it. They're saying that he has experience for it. That all he needs to do is to apply for it. The main thing that he needs to worry about is that this job will not give him the satisfaction that he's looking for, because he wants to work in Homeland Security, and he feels like this is going to put him closer to like getting international experience. But I'm saying that he needs more time. Like, this is just part of his life path. Like, this is just a part of him just needing maturation. I mean, it's like his interest will change. This is not his end-all, be-all career, but he has a very good chance of working in this particular industry. I see that it is definitely for him. The main thing that I'm saying here is that he needs to be careful not to be distracted by women. And he also wants a family. The spirits are saying that that's not for him right now, that he needs to get out of that illusion of trying to have a family. That is more important for him to just work on the job. As far as what the spirits have to say about finding your mom's credit card, they're saying pray on it. They're saying it's going to take a lot of searching for this to happen. They're saying that it needs to go ahead and be canceled because it's not going to be found. They're also saying that They're saying it's not a where is it. They're saying that it's not important. That what's more important is you finding how to be in communion with your family right now, how to share your experiences with them, basically like talking to them, telling them about how your day has been and how your life has been. There's not a lot of respect for this particular question, to be honest with you. The main thing that they have to say is about your mom's card is that you need to pray on it because the high priestess is coming up. So it's just like pray on it and it will be revealed to you. You're not keeping up with this time.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Don't worry about it.
It's in my rain.
It's okay. I got it. I'll do it. All right.
Next person, AJ. AJ chilling.
Is there any spiritual significance to why I see ladybugs?
Welcome, Amanda Gonzalez.
The ladybugs are either, I don't know if you're, so if you're single, the ladybugs are telling you that you need to not be in the relationship that you're in. The Hierophant, the Lovers, the Five of Wands is showing up in these particular cards. It's talking about, it's an indication that you're spiritually conflicted about being single, or you're spiritually conflicted about being in a relationship. Either way, that you need to make a change in your romantic life. Now, if you're married, it means it's an indicator that you're headed towards divorce. And if you're not married, if you're engaged, it's an indication that the engagement will end. These ladybugs are speaking about dramatic transformations in the areas of in the areas of your romantic life and how you think about romance. The ladybugs are indicating to you that you are a master of your fate. That they are a reminder that you're not you are allowing people to date you. You're not dating them. It's about you needing to find companion. It's a reminder that you need to find solid companionship, and the companionship that you will find will be from a man that will be a man that is a man that's busy, and keeps himself busy, but busy in a healthy way, busy in a way that's profitable and actually building towards something. Like he can actually see the effects of he can actually see the fruits of his labor. It's also a clear indicator for you that you have everything that you. It's also an indicator for you that right now you're at a place where you can have the relationship that you want. So if you're not in a relationship that you don't want, it's time to leave it. Go for the relationship you want. And if you're single, it's time for you to go for the relationship that you want.
Bella, or I Bella, Sophia. Bella Sophia.
I don't see her.
Oh.
She don't have her question, and I can't even scroll up to see it. That's my friend Sophia.
Oh yeah, I mean Black. Well, it was actually I didn't see it. Yeah.
And you can't go up any further.
Nope.
Sophia, you need to resubmit your question because we can't get it.
But Black Love.
Okay.
There's hers.
Okay, Black Love. Will true love ever find me? With you and true love, you're asking about true love because you experienced a lot of betrayals, and also like when you you don't like the fact the spirit is always telling you to work. So you're one of those people that I feel like you have to reach a certain amount of success before you're going to be able to find true love. I also don't get that you're going to be marrying for love. I get that you're going to be marrying because this person provides you a really good experience. I do think that you will fall in love, but I don't think that you will fall in love because somebody provides you, you know, they fill in the gaps of your life. I think that you're going to fall in love because this particular person is able to contribute good experiences to you, and you're able to do that for yourself. I think that you are either masculine or you have masculine energy about yourself, and that's all to say that you will find true love once you are okay with how much money you make. If you're okay right now with the amount of money that you make, you can go out and find true love. It's as simple as doing a cleansing, as simple as doing a love bath, sitting in that bath and raising your vibration, going out, setting your intentions and saying, hey, I want to be in love, okay? Finding true love is easy for you if that's what you want. But if you feel like your career has further to go, put it on pause and just know that whenever you're ready to start plateauing in your career, that's when you need to start going for true love.
Here's Bella.
Abella, what does this mean to see the numbers? To see the numbers 333. The numbers 333 are talking about a relationship that you don't need to be in. I get the Ace of Cups, the King of Swords, the Eight of Wands is talking about, it's an indication that there's somebody that is thinking about you, and the ancestors are trying to block their energy from mesmerizing you or alluring you back to that person. So basically, it's an indication that a relation for you. It's an indication that relationships need to be left alone, especially new ones that you may be starting with someone. They're saying to be careful with men that appear, be careful around men that are not in touch with their emotions, and men that can only think rather than feel, like Marcus. And so make sure that, just make sure that when you see those numbers that you're surveilling who is and isn't in your friendship circle, so that you can know like who is and isn't for you. It's an indicator that there's somebody around you that's not for you, because you have a big heart and they can't care for you the way that you care for them.
Niggas will be shaded tonight, y'all.
How?
Pick up. Oh, hopefully I'm saying it right. Ms. Lee is next.
Pika Lee, should I stay at my job until I get my degree? Do my spirit guides have any message?
Okay.
No, I got it. No, you stay doing what you've been doing. I'll stay on this. I want this shit smooth. All right. So, Pika Lee. Should I stay at my job until I get my degree? Do my spirit guides have any messages for me? Should this person stay at their job till they get their degree? You have to stay at your job until you get your degree. I don't know what you're talking about. It's not a should you. It's a you have to. You don't have a choice. The spirits are basically like this job works for you for right now. They're like for what it is. This job fits your schedule. They're working things out for you. You got to accept this job for what it is. The Chariot, the world is like no. It's not. It's not about that. It's not about. It's about you It's about you needing to stay at this job until you finish your degree, because they're pretty much like, if you don't like this job, then you will make sure that you will make sure that you're preparing yourself to get the job that you want after you have the degree. So it's like you don't know what job you're going to be working once you get your degree, because you haven't even looked that motherfucker up. So you don't even know. Like, so if 2 years from now, if you're supposed to graduate from 2 years from now, you don't even know what is going to be required of you to get that job. What I'm saying is you need to start looking for the job now to make sure that you're ready and prepared, because you're not right now. So stay at this one until you get the degree, because you're just going to be making a lateral move. It's like, if you don't like this job, you don't like the people that you're around, then use your common sense and leave the job. But if that's not the case and you're just asking, should I leave it? No, you should not leave the job. You don't have a choice. You got to stay there. You need to stay there. It works. And it's a good fit for you. I don't see that. the spirits are saying that, you know, if they're saying, I do see you wavering back and forth with it, because there are, it's like there's work. The work never ends at the job. I don't get I get when you're there, you have to do work. You can't do work for yourself. You don't have time to read. You don't really have time to do homework. But the job pays you. It works around your schedule. It's flexible. With that said, what are the messages that your ancestors have for you? Your ancestors are pretty much saying, be careful, like, watch your spending. Watch what you spend, because you're an emotional spender. Especially like when it comes to like food. You know, make sure that you're eating at home so that you can have more money saved. They want you to plan a vacation for yourself. They want you to take off from work for about a week and take a vacation. I'm also seeing here where you I don't know if you're a man, or you're a man, or you're dealing with a man that's very emotional, and their emotions get in the way of how they make money. So be careful of if, like I said, if you're dealing with a guy right now, tell him to, you know, make sure to mind his temper, because he could end up losing his job. If it's you, be careful of your temper, because you could end up losing your job. All right. Please like my video. Please share my video. Have you shared my video? Has anybody shared my video to Facebook? Did you tell one of your friends to tune into the live? Have you shared the good shit?
Oh, next person, Kumor.
Okay. Kamora Lena, what's Spirit's message for me? The Spirit's message for you is that right now there's a guy that is trying to get back into your life. He wants sex. He's a masculine energy. He wants sex. They're keeping him out of your life. They're like, you've been betrayed before by him, and it's just time to it's better to just leave it alone. This guy's coming up again. This dude is gonna continuously come. He's gonna continue to come back. He's not gonna be offering love. He's going to say that he's offering friendship. He's going to appear very cordial to you. I just wouldn't go back down that route. It's going to reverse your course of direction in terms of being focused on self and looking forward. I also see here that you should be prepared for some of your personal business to come to light around a community of people. There's information that people have been passing around about you behind your back, and I see that information is going to come to light and is going to be exposed. They're also saying that you have to choose between a relationship or a job. It's like you also want to start a business. So it's like they're like starting a business, starting a new relationship. You got to choose. Like it's like you got to choose one or the other. You're either going to start the business or you're going to start a relationship.
Alana. Bella Sophia, I've just stated, please do not send in multiple questions. Like I've asked, put everything in at one time. I'm trying to make this go a lot smoother.
Sophia's my friend too, but I'm just letting you know. I know, but we gotta apply the rule very evenly. We're applying the rule evenly, Sophia. I'm also saying that's my friend. I'm just saying. I know, but I'm saying thank you for doing your job. But I was also just saying too, just you know in the future.
Alana's next. Alana's next.
Will I get the jury analyst position in whatever, New York? Well, the spirits are saying that you, they're pretty much like you could get it, but you're not, like you need to practice your interview. It's like you need to practice your interviewing skills more. I say that you need to do a couple of mock interviews because they're like you're rusty. I get that when you sit, the person that will be interviewing or hiring you is a man, and I get that he likes people that are charismatic. So I don't know if you're ready for this particular interview. I feel that you need more linguistic training, especially like with communicating yourself. You need to make sure that there are no ums and uhs, because this position is looking for somebody that has like a little bit of personality and pizzazz to them. Like yeah, the person that's hiring or looking at this position, they use the final say so, is a man. This man is very by the book, and he's gonna be kind of dry, but he's looking for somebody that feels like friendly to him. He goes back and forth with like people that try to present themselves as way too serious, but I get that you need to do the mock interview so that you can strike you can find a sweet spot between being funny but not familiar with somebody. You know what I mean? Funny but not familiar. Okay. Will girl buy spiritual sprays be a success once she starts selling them?
Oh, T is right here, right? This.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then scroll down here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's why somebody just kicked me out. That's why. Anyway, yeah, I'm like, we answered one initially. That I do remember, the first. But anyway, continue. Just throwing it out there. Continue. Because I know I'm not. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
We good. I apologize, girl. Bye. We're going to go ahead and continue with the reading. Go ahead. Whenever you're ready.
Oh, you gonna get off the camera and hold your face off the camera? Okay, bitch. Okay, you gonna show your real face off the camera, bitch. All right. Oh shit. Oh damn. Hold on. Let me pick this up. Okay, so your spiritual baths, no, they won't be. They're saying that you're not prepared to sell them. There's a closed cowrie over the foul play, so they're saying that you'll be falsely promoting yourself as someone that's ready, like you're not ready to do the business. There's an open cowrie over the dead end, so you're not ready to commute. Like you're not ready. You're just not ready. No, it's not going to be successful. Like these products would be good products, but you're not a good businesswoman. So it's like I don't advise you to do it the way that these cards are the way these bones have laid out. There's an ancestor token over the Medusa, so it's like your ancestors are completely petrified at the idea of you doing this. I think that they're scared shitless by you trying to embark on this particular journey. There's a four stability over the puppet, so they feel that this could be a great way for you to bring stability to the home, but they don't feel that they could guide you through it. There are two close. There are two open calories over the dead end. So this is them saying like, no, that you entrepreneurship is not the way to go for you right now. Entrepreneurship, it's not about you not make. You can make the oils, you can make the butters, and I'm sure it works. But entrepreneurship, baby, there's a witch token over the guillotine and over the Libra scale. So this means that embarking on this journey is going to put you in a situation. It's going to put you around a lot of other spiritual people. It will also make you vulnerable to spiritual hexes and curses. So you need to be mindful that people in the spiritual industry are very finicky. In particular, they're also they're hyper cognizant about who they hang around, and they're just extra paranoid that people will do work on them. So I see you always cutting people off, trying to get involved in the spiritual industry and trying to learn how to establish a business. So in addition to that, this being over the Libra scale is talking about you needed to balance you will need to balance your knowledge about bath oils, herbs, fragrances, and all these other botanical products. You need to balance that with your magical knowledge as well. So you need to know the magical properties, the magical uses of these herbs. They're saying that you're not as spiritually literate as you need a businesswoman that will thrive. The strength token is over the Agungun, so this means that your ancestors will use all their strength to get this business off of the ground if you choose to do it. The choose piece token is over the Wi-Fi, so you have to be patient with them to make things manifest for you. But mainly your main obstacle is about learning and actually like doing entrepreneurship. So as far as other things go, I get a quarter, the angel of courage, and the good luck token over the microphone. So this is them screaming very, very loudly that they're saying very loudly, good luck to you, because they're like, if you choose to do this, they'll stand behind you, but they're saying that you're not ready for the ups and downs of being an entrepreneur. I get a wedding ring, the one of action over the stork. So they're saying that it may be more important for you to start having children right now. Or this could mean that if you already have children or you're outside the age of having children, that you would want to have children. They're saying that you could start the business, but you wouldn't have to like essentially be married to it. Like you have to eat, sleep, and breathe the business. Now you're genuine in your heart about doing it, and they recognize that because I get the woman over the lips, which is talking about and you know how you having an intimate connection with this. The benefits of you doing this business would be that it would unify you to the Black community. There's a great chance with that, so you will be providing a wonderful service to them. But they're saying that you're walking into a burning house, that you're not prepared, because I get an open calorie over the jellyfish. It's like this opportunity looks very valuable from the outside, but it could very much sting you. So be careful. The last thing that I see before I go is that before you try to embark on this business, you need to try to oh my god, wow. Anyway, pretty much they're just basically saying before you embark on this journey, you need to take a spiritual cleansing bath so that you can have so that you can receive more clarity about this. It's not should you not do it. It's just They're just warning you that a business is a business. Like if you don't know what profit margins are, you don't know how to calculate your gross revenue, you don't know how to calculate your operating. It's just like you don't know how to do those things. You don't know how to create systems or plans to increase your profit margins. I don't know. Really?
I just want.
Is that really what's? Are you really commenting on my reading?
Yeah, I will.
Oh, you like it or no?
I did.
Oh.
But I'm about to make a PSA real quick because some people about to get out of pocket and you about to piss me off. I'm gonna tell you one time and one time only. Me and Nexo over here, we got this going on over here. So again, you put a super chat question in, we got you. You ain't getting skipped over. It's just not your turn yet. So I'm gonna need y'all to practice some patience. And I'm gonna say that one more time and one time only. And again, I've asked multiple times, and I still see people doing this. I'm gonna keep it clean. Keep doing the same exact thing. You know what I mean, I see $2 in. Will such and such like me tomorrow? And then 5 minutes later, you put another $2 question in. Am I gonna get from point A to point B next week? I feel like I can ask both of those questions in one time and put my donation in. Is that so much to ask for? Am I asking too much? Does that make sense or does it don't make sense? Okay, so I'm just asking, please just do that. So let me do my job. Y'all just sit back and be entertained. You can go to the next person now.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, sir. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead with the next one. Yeah. So Maya Woodall, which business of 3 to focus on? Focus on the one that deals with creative work. Focus on the one that deals with creative work. And it's the one that will expose you to the greatest amount of people. What I mean by that is it's like a career entertainment based platform. It will expose you to people. You'll be on the stage. You'll be doing something artistic or something creative. They're saying that you don't put in enough effort towards it. They're saying that there's definitely not enough effort. There's not effort in any of those 3 businesses I see. But they're saying that as far as like choose the one that deals with entertainment, creativity, artistic work. They're saying that there's a lot of money in that industry, but you have to work hard to tap into it. The battle is not over though. I see that you have one connection or 1 or 2 people that work in this industry, but you need to increase, you need to expand your network by choosing to do this business and entering this field with your own creative project and holding that up to the masses for scrutinization. Spiritual goddess of enlightenment. Should they take the job offer that they received? Yeah, they're saying like if you take the job offer, you can expect that you can expect more of the same. Like people are gonna expect that you have an unlimited amount of energy, that you can do everything, that you're Superman or Superwoman. They're also going to be expecting you to pick up the slack of other people as well. You will, however, at this job get more credit for what you do. So picking up the slack from other people, you will get more credit for that. I see that you will be leaving behind a lot of drama, but the feeling that you're getting It's about this job not being, the people at the job are boring. Okay, I'm just going to tell you that they're pretty boring, kind of sort of dry, but I get that you're going to be working like with boring white people. Beyond that, they're saying that this is just a lateral transition as far as the culture goes. I feel like there are pros and cons to this particular job, and the reason that you have an feeling about it is because of the pros and cons. It's not as, the spirits are kind of like, the choice is yours. It's not a should you. It's just that this job will give you more recognition for the work that you do. Cloud Gazer 1127. How will this year end for me? Let me see how many more I gotta go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You gotta, yeah. Of course, we got some repeat offenders on here, but other than that, you know.
Okay.
Oh, somebody else about to get removed off this. You almost made me.
Okay. Okay, Cloud Gazer 1127. How will this year end for Cloud Gazer 1127? You're gonna have more drama in your life, and it's gonna be coming from your family. If you have a child with someone, I see it's gonna be the child's mother, or if you're in a relationship with someone, it's gonna be the child's mother. If you're the child's mother, you're gonna be creating drama. So either way, it's gonna be the child's mother creating drama for somebody. And I'm seeing that there's gonna be people attacking you from different directions, but I see it mainly coming from family. The child, like it's like family drama mixed in with business drama. I see that you're going to be working on. You're also going to be researching into trying to start a business. You're going to have a renewed interest in entrepreneurship as well. Yeah. You're going to have a renewed interest in entrepreneurship. You're going to be thinking about either going to acting school, or you're going to try to, you're going to be doing something in the entertainment field. And it's going to be a sort of initiation. So it's going to be like either you're going to go to acting school, receive a certificate, you're going to do some acting classes, something that it's going to be something dealing with you I see television. So I see you trying to do more of that and having an interest in it. Finally, I see that they're saying, like, if you deal with women, they're pretty much saying that you need to be, like, if you deal with women or you deal with feminine energies, they're like, be careful. Because the females around you are combative only because they envy what you have. If that makes any sense to you. So I just see more of that. So pretty much more of what you're already getting right now in your life. Javon Johnson, what can I do to create a successful business and career? Who is my perfect soulmate?
Somebody just got shade.
Who?
No, never mind. That's expected. Never mind.
Oh, from
Yeah.
So yes, this person. What did they ask again? They asked, what can I do to create a successful business?
Javon.
Yeah, successful business and career.
Great question.
Yes, great question. We agree. Pretty much, you're not ready. You're not ready for that. They're saying that They're saying that you're not mature enough yet. So it's like you need to mature more. In particular, you need to stop striking back against people. You need to stop. You have to stop fighting back. You have to stop responding. Just leave it all. It's like you have to leave the drama behind. That's pretty much it. You're still one of those people that's kind of about it. You know what I mean? You see, like if they bring it to your doorstep, you know you're gonna beef with them. You gotta like let that go in order to evolve into this successful businesswoman that you're trying to become. The justice card is talking about you can't dish it out. You can't have it both ways. It's pretty much like you have to make a choice. It's not you can't straddle the fence about how you move. In addition to that, they want you to act more militant, so you're gonna have to be more robotic. So you have to really process. You're gonna have to like start thinking of yourself as a businesswoman like today, like right now, as you're listening to this reading. I mean, snap into it right now. That what would Oprah do, you have to do, and what Oprah wouldn't do, you cannot do. As far as finding a perfect soulmate, nothing about finding the perfect soulmate. Actually, a soulmate's not in your cards right now. That's not, the roads are too crooked. They're not even focused on that. What they're saying is that you need to be trying to build. You need to be trying to build your business network. They're saying that you need to, and what I mean by trying to build your business network, you need to find people that around you that are more financially stable than you are, so that you can learn from them. What you'll be learning from them is about how they have made themselves successful, so that you can be successful. I see it as like you're not going to be starting a business. You're going to be making career moves. They're saying that a relationship will come by way of you networking. So you'll meet your perfect soulmate through networking. That person's going to be established. That person's going to work in the business field. So they're going to either have a business, or they're going to work for a Fortune 500 company or a business of some sort. I see them handling lots of money. Breakfast in bed, honey. Breakfast in bed, honey. I got you. Vegan. Okay. Well, I'm not going to shuffle anymore. I'm just going to pull from this same pile of cards. Ooh. Ooh. Aisha Oglesby, will my 2 children find jobs soon, and when will things start looking up in my life? I don't know if you have a female daughter, but there's an older one of the children is older than the other, and their energy is more effeminate. That person's not going to be finding a job soon. I'm not exactly sure why this person is not going to be finding a job soon, but I get that they don't. Part of it is they don't hustle hard enough for it. They also are too distracted by like either by partying or drinking. They're young, so it's about them. They want to, but they're not doing enough to do it. Okay, there's people that want to, but then there's doing things to do it. They don't obsess over finding a job. As far as the younger one goes, they're gonna have an easier time finding a job, but you're gonna help them find that job. I get that you're gonna connect them to someone that gives them a job. And it really shouldn't be that difficult. It really shouldn't take more than 2 weeks for them to find a position of employment. I get that this particular individual is more creative, and eventually they may become a teacher. As far as things looking up in your life, your wishes are already being fulfilled. It's like you're just not appreciative. They're just pretty much like it's your outlook on life. It's your perception of what's been brought to you. They're saying they brought you. They're saying you have stability. You don't really have anything to worry about. There are things that do need to be paid. There are things that are going unpaid, but they're like you have stability. Your wishes are being fulfilled. And it's because you're one of those people that's like, if I can just make it through the week, Spirit makes sure that you make it through the week. But if you say, if I can thrive through the month, you will thrive through the month. It's really about your perception and your mindset. That's when things will start looking up for you. When you look up rather than looking down. Charlene MacArthur, is North Carolina the right place for me right now? Yes, North Carolina is the perfect place for you. North Carolina is where you should move for, but they're saying don't move before you already have a job offer solidified. They're saying that you need to have the job offer solidified. Once you get the job offer, then make the move. You will have housing temporarily, and then once you have the job, you will find the place, okay? So they're saying that it's not going to be difficult. It's not going to take you long to get everything set up. Like, this move needs to be made as quickly as possible. It's not going to be a negative consequence. You're not going to experience negative consequences or punishments in your life for not making this move as soon as you need to, but this is a good move. It is one that was brought to you by your ancestors. They want you to make this move so that you can, because they're saying that the area that you're working in right now is not, the social life is kind of dry, so you know everybody that's there. And they're also saying that there aren't that many new positions opening up in the area that you're in. Go ahead and move to North Carolina.
You already done. Who's next?
Brianna Wilson, what's my life's purpose? I'm not gonna set a timer for this. It says the life purpose you were destined to have is dealing specifically with working with vulnerable populations. It says vulnerable groups of children and helping them learn to better deal with their difference in your world. Period. They will deeply appreciate the warmth and love you instill in them. Consider, they're saying consider teaching aid or teaching assistant. Because if you don't want to be a teacher, be a teaching aid or a teaching assistant. But this vibe that I get from you is that you work well with children. And if you don't want to work with children, you'll work with adults that adults that have brains that are as developed as a child's brain, and you will help to inspire them and to motivate them. Okay. Bubble B, will my new business venture selling beauty products be a success? Oh, I don't need to reshape these. Oh shit. My friend said, do I need a printer, scan, and copier? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. How much you want?
Oh.
You got one?
I mean, I got one, but the only thing is I don't know if it's going to work.
Oh, well, you ain't got one then.
I mean, let me rephrase it. Yeah, I do. I have to set it up and see if it works.
No. I like the side
Got
of you.
what you need.
I like the side of you more. You know, our energy switched off. Now you the bitch.
No.
You be hiding behind this goddamn laptop. I wish people could see. I wish y'all could see the shit.
Y'all can't see. Oh,
No, they can't, motherfucker. You had your goddamn head down, so they didn't see that shady ass face that you made.
Well, I'm working.
I am too.
I'm doing a great job.
Really? You know your compliments mean a lot to me.
I'm gonna try to knock these two out. Oh well.
Okay, let me see how many. 1, 2,
Nah, because
3,
like I
4,
said,
5, 6, 7,
multiples.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Take a picture of hers.
Ashley Joseph, do my ancestors have any general messages for me at the moment? The main message that they have for you is the main message that they have for you is to pursue a relationship right now, and pursue relationships with men that have money. They're saying that it's important for you. I get this vibe that they want you to consider having a child, if you don't have any. It's like you're becoming that age. I get that there's going to be an older gentleman that will want to date you at some point within the next 6 months. Your ancestors are pretty much like they're just pretty much like trying to decide if they want to help you to live a life of poverty or a life of prosperity. And they're pretty much like it's your choice, but you haven't come to them and directly told them what you wanted to do. So they're pretty much just kind of like just squandering their time in the spirit realm and just waiting on you to make a decision about how you want to live your life. They're saying that you date younger guys and to stop, that these younger guys don't have the je ne sais quoi that you're looking for. They're also saying that you could benefit, but they're also saying that you have like sugar mama energy. Not that you take care of men financially, but you take care of them emotionally, and they try to take care of you financially. So, just be specific about what it is that you want and who you want. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's like the general message that they have for you is all related to you getting married. So they're like, choose wisely who you want to help you to reproduce. Breakfast in bed, honey. Abella Sophia, is this guy Sean in a relationship with a woman? Is this guy Sean in a relationship with a woman? I get that I don't get that he's in a relationship with a woman. I get that he's actually trying to leave a woman alone. Like, I get that he feels that I feel like he has reached a point of success that he's about to sign a deal or a contract. It's something that he's been waiting on to happen, and it involves him working in an entertainment field and in this career balance and his money. So it's like once he makes it, he's gonna cut this person off. It's like I don't get that he has a woman energy clinging to him. I get that there's a woman's energy that's attempting to be around him. The moon card is saying that he appears as though like he's a good guy. Like, here's the thing: in the past, he's lied and he's said that he has nobody in his life, but right now he really doesn't have anyone in his life, and that's because he's really trying to focus on his career. He's really focused on, like, once he gets this deal, and I think it's like a music deal. Once they get signed for him, he's pretty much like off the market.
sip of that good old sake.
Charlene MacArthur. See, this is the shit that I'm talking about when I say spiritually illiterate. You ain't spiritually illiterate. You didn't sit there in this question. You're physically illiterate, okay? What are my ancestors about my future? What are my ancestors about my future? That's the question that I just received, y'all. What are my ancestors about my future?
Blonde not about to go on, is it? That blonde not about to go off, is it?
Nah, he been pretty chill. His energy just been chilling. Yeah, your roads are closed. Charlene, your roads are closed. Your roads are closed financially. Like, as far, like, if you're trying to start a business or you're applying for a new job, it's not gonna happen until this guy is removed from your life. Your ancestors are not willing to negotiate that with you, so your future is gonna remain as is. So the way that your life is today is how it's going to be 3 months from now if you don't make any changes. They're saying that this man that you're with, either he provides you with a life of luxury or he wants to live in a life of luxury. But either way, he's not manifesting that. So because of that, it stagnates you because you're in partnership with him. So you all are basically exchanging stagnant energy with each other. Also, Spirit is trying to tell me this, that you're supposed to be working. You're supposed to be working with animals. You're supposed to be working with animals or wildlife or nature of some sort, like, or even exercise science. And it's also about you having the ability to write as well. They're like, those things will bring you stability in the home. It will also allow you to, like, attract more friends, more friendships with women. And that's pretty much it for your future. Client Casey, outside of meditation, what should I be focused on?
People still asking.
Is Starling here? They're saying that they're basically saying that all you need to focus on is meditation. It's the Queen of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Page of Wands. They're like, all you need to focus on is prayer and meditation. That's all you need. That's it. There's nothing else for you to focus on. They're like prayer and meditation, because they're saying that if you were praying, like, you should be praying for the things that you want. You should be meditating on the things that Spirit wants for you. And they're saying if you were doing both things effectively, that would be enough. They're saying that you're crying over spilled milk because you're not dedicating enough of your, like, you're just not dedicated enough. That's it. It's just like that. They're just saying, like, that's all you need for right now, and that is enough for you. The Page of Wands is like, you don't need to take more action, because I see the Queen of Wands is like, you take too much action, you put the cart before the horse. So just leave it alone. So no more super chat questions. We're not taking any more super chat questions. No more super chat. I'm going to continue announcing that. Do not submit more questions. Do not submit any more psychic reading questions. If you do, you will be blocked from the channel. All right. So yeah. Client Casey, you know what? 2 questions, girl. No. See. Wait, did you already go off about that?
I already told you this person would probably gonna run back into her. And I actually bold and just did another one. Well, she was the last one. Literally just. So I already spoke and said what I need to say.
Okay. who is this? Charlene, Client Casey, and Bubble B. Y'all are on my shit list, okay? Because y'all are the reason that I will be on here even longer tonight, because you didn't follow the rules. You're on my shit list. So you violate the motherfucking rules again, bitch, you on probation for 2 weeks and you can't donate a goddamn thing. No more readings for you. All right, Client Casey. Am I overreacting or is my manager trying to set me up? What should I do to shut him down? They are saying that you are overreacting. They're saying that you are overreacting because there is responsibility that you don't want to accept about the role that you played in this situation. They're saying that all of his criticisms towards you are not ungrounded. They're saying that some of those criticisms are very grounded. They're saying that you've actually had your hand in the background of things. They're saying that you can't make a hasty decision as far as how to deal with him because you need this job more than the job needs you. So I'm not exactly sure if you can rationalize this as him trying to come after you. I get that his energy, he feels like you're distracted. He feels like you don't pay enough attention on the job. So he does fuck with you. But it's not to push you out of the job, it's just to make sure that you're on it in the way that he wants you to be on it. Because he feels like you are half, like your passion for doing this sort of work is lukewarm and is not as high as it should be. He feels like you need to he feels like this. He's either like you either need to shit or get off the pot. Like it's like he's like you either need to take a break. He's tired of people being around him that are weak and people that are around him that are not immediately like do as I say, not as I do, and do as I say as quickly as I want you to. That's how he is, and that's his job. That's his role. That's how he feels. What can you do to shut him down? I give the Tower, the Two of Cups, the Page of Swords. They're saying that give it some time. Heed the advice that I've given to you. Do more to meet his demands, and you all's relationship will change, and you won't have to shut him down. You work for him. He's your manager. I'm sorry. That's just the way that the cards are laying out. It's like he's your manager. You have to follow by it. If you don't like it, then you know what to do.
Yeah, I wish I could scroll back up on some of this stuff.
What, these, the comments?
Mm-hmm.
To read them?
Mm-hmm. Just to verify a few things.
Like what? You want to write it down? Never mind.
Oh, no,
We'll talk about
it. Yeah.
Okay. No more super chat. We're not taking any more super chat questions. If you donate, I'm blocking you from the channel for tonight. You'll be put in timeout or whatever the fuck it's called. And if you do not get your super chat question answered, send me an email at contact@blackspectrumnetwork.com. Contact@blackspectrumnetwork.com. Send me an email or leave a comment in this video and say, hey, I didn't receive my reading. But I submitted for the super chat and we will issue you a refund. We have no problem refunding your goddamn money. All right. Phyllis Glenn, I would like to know whatever spirit has got me more like a general reading. Thank you so much.
Mm-mm. Oh. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you and what you just grabbed.
So for this Phyllis Glenn person, the first thing is that you need to pray more. They're saying that you don't pray enough. So your prayers, again, you need to listen to the sermon over about spiritual literacy. And you may also need to listen to the sermon about minding your business so that you can create the butterfly effect. But you don't pray enough, which means you don't petition enough, you don't talk enough to your ancestors, there's no communication there. So when you're driving to work or you're driving home or even now while you're watching this chat, you need to be talking to your ancestors. Yeah, the main thing is about your ancestors, particularly the male ancestors. It's a grandfather or a great grandfather. One of them that you knew and that has passed. One of them that you knew, you met them at some point in time in your life. He's not being venerated and being honored. He also could change your luck. Not venerating and honoring him is not going to give you misfortune, but he could dramatically change your luck. You need to construct an ancestral altar and stop going back and forth with it. They're saying that you're lazy about it. And if you do have an altar up, you need to take better care of it and stop being lazy about it. They're saying that you need to start preparing yourself for marriage, that they want to send you a husband, but you fail as a wife. Like they're saying that you need to work out more. Because you're not going to be able to attract the man that you're supposed to be with. There's a closed calorie and an open calorie, the two of action over the parrot, the two of the crossroads over the parrot. So this is speaking specifically about you haven't prepared for your descendants to live off of your name. Your ancestors feel as though you're not enhancing their name. You're keeping things at the status quo. There's a protection token over the squirrel. So if you're having unprotected sex, you need to stop because they're saying that you could contract a disease because I get the cemetery gate over the squirrel as well. There's a choose peace token, the guardian angels over the woodpecker. So this is saying that you need to stop. Either you're going to do ancestral worship or not. They're saying that you do too much researching. You go to too many people asking for advice. You ask too many questions. You don't practice enough. You don't allow the spirits that walk with you to be the most powerful and knowledgeable entities that influence you. So that's disrespectful to them. There's the four of stability and a closed calorie over the elephant. So it's like you have what it takes to be financially stable. You just shouldn't. They're like you're too old to be having ups and downs in your finances. They're saying that you're too old to be having ups and downs in your finances. They like to see a lot more stability. They're saying that you don't see financial stability because you're not stable as a person internally. They're saying that it's going to be a while before you are in a relationship romantically. They're saying that it's going to take a minute. And in addition to that, I get that you, they're also saying that your wisdom is dead. They're saying that you have a lot of wisdom, but it's of no use to you because you don't use it. Like you don't apply it in your everyday life. But they're saying that you have a treasure trove of information in your head. Like you know a lot of things. You know a lot. Like you're very knowledgeable. You just need to apply it and tell people. And people underestimate you. But the reason they underestimate you is because you fail to act on the things that you know. I get the strength token over the monkey, so you definitely need to do a lot more like exercising. That needs to happen. Exercise needs to happen. It's mandatory for you, or else you're going to die a premature death. I get a closed calorie over the pterodactyl, so they're saying like when you do date, don't go for men that are older, like men that are old. Like if they're more than 10 to 15 years older than you, don't do it. Those men don't really have too much to offer to you in terms of increasing your knowledge. They're saying that you need to attach yourself to someone that is also physically fit and physically in shape. In addition to that, the man that you deal with, he has to have a deep connection with his mother. He needs to love his mother. Okay. Okay, let me see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, I'm getting off here early tonight, yes, bitch.
Bumblebee should be the last person. Right? No.
Take the shackles off my feet so I can dance. I just wanna praise him. Just wanna praise him. Move your hands. All right, Shanique Shackelford got them shackles on her ankles. Why is Jaquan acting distant? It's always, huh? Why is Jaquan acting distant with my bitch Shanique Shackelford? Why is it acting distant? Okay, there's a close calorie over the wedding ring, so this guy doesn't want to get married. I don't get that this guy. I get that he was overzealous. Off the rip from what I'm looking at from this board, I'm gonna just spill this nigga tea. This guy was overzealous when he met you and encountered you. I get that he was talking about commitment and he was all, boy, if you don't get your little messy ass face out of here, you spilling the tea with your face.
No, that's why I was drinking the tea. Pretty tasty.
I'm pausing this. You were drinking the tea?
Mm-hmm. You said you were spilling the tea, so I was just taking a little sip.
Messy ass. You are a meme all in yourself. This guy was overzealous in when he first met you. So I get that he is sincere. We need to put this on the charger. I get that he is sincerely attracted, or he did have a sincere attraction to you. But it's not that it faded. It's just that his heart's not in the same place. There's also, he's not strong enough to tell you that his feelings have his feelings have graduated beyond wanting commitment. It's kind of like he's okay with just being friends. He's also not ready to be open and tell you that things in his world are up and down. In particular, it's about like what is up in his life. There's people have been betraying him. It's like he is someone that is. Are you looking for? Oh, here.
No. I know it's over there.
Okay. Anyway, so I get that this particular guy holds in his feelings about like people poking fun at him or threatening him. He internalizes a lot. He's emotional. He's also been fighting as well. He's been either fighting with someone or fighting he's either fighting someone or he's like fighting himself. But it's like physical fighting. So that's another thing. He's stubborn. He's crabby. He's stubborn, crabby. He keeps to himself, and he doesn't like to feel overexposed. He's secretive. He's also been jinxed by his actions. So he carries with him misfortune, and he can bring misfortune to you as well. He's not really much of he's here's the thing. He's strong enough to be in love, but he's a coward. He's too weak to say that he doesn't want to fall in love. And when he does start catching feelings, he sees it as like, he thinks about it as like this long-term commitment. He gets in his head and he just thinks too much. He's like, when's this gonna end? Where's this gonna go? I don't know if I want to do this, and he just withdraws. He will recluse. He's not very spiritual. And because he's not spiritual, he doesn't listen to the higher power in his head. He chooses to listen to the ego, and that's the highest power in his head. He also has a problem with displaying who he really is to people, because he finds that he gives himself away for cheap. Like he's like, I give people the best conversation, but I don't get back the best conversations. Yeah, he casts his pearls onto swine a lot. So another thing about him is he's slow. Okay? He's slow. His energy moves slow. His brain moves slow. That dick moves slow. So I'm just put it all out there that he's just he just moves at a slower pace. Also, they're saying that he's not going to be too vocal because he wants to keep his feelings protected. It's like he doesn't really want you to know these things about himself. But there's the wedding ring over the treasure chest. So deep down inside, he does want to get married. Unfortunately, he may not want to get married to you, or he may not want to be as committed to you as you thought he wanted to be. Now, another thing about him is that the spirits are saying that there's an open calorie over the research tile, meaning that he didn't tell you enough about himself before you built this bond with him. So there wasn't enough research being done. The ancestors token is over the gungo, and this is saying that your ancestors and his ancestors are not really vibing out with each other like that. Not that they don't like each other, but it's like oil and water. They don't mix. Kind of like not really compatible in that area. But if you want it, you can try to force it. However, he's not strong enough to tell you that his heart has moved on. Again, I want to emphasize that. If he was falling in love with you, he's trying to cut it off. He's got one foot in the door, one foot out the door. However, this person is very valuable. He does bring a lot of positive experience to your life. So I wouldn't cut him off just because he can't offer a relationship.
Damn comment Patient said throw the whole nigga away. Basically.
You gonna put this on the charge, Marc?
You gonna get on this? Because I mean, that's the only option.
You can't connect this charger to the.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Oh shit, I gotta get that little connection.
Really, nigga? All you gotta do is take this damn whatchamacallit and plug it up to your laptop.
Bro, it's a USB-C on my thing. I got it.
Well, damn, I'm gonna just let the IT master just talk to me like I ain't shit. Like I'm the hoe. Goddamn, I thought I was a pimp today. Shit. All right, so we're gonna knock out these last 5 questions.
That's the reason why I had to run upstairs.
So I should be on here about another 15 minutes at the most. And then I'm out, y'all. Yes, I can go home. All right.
I would go to Russia's Applebee's. No, I'm just...
Ratchet Bees.
Never.
Never again going to Ratchet Bees.
Nope. See? Look this up. USB-C.
You all this unique equipment set up and hooked up and shit. And guess what? Sterling brought all that ass on this camera earlier, and I was not distracted.
I'm proud of you.
I saw that booty, that big old booty.
Niggas actually got to back out.
The only thing is Sterling needs to drink more water. He look a little bit dehydrated.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, Sterling needs to drink more water. He looks a little bit dehydrated. Did it,
Oh, okay, no.
Am I back?
No, everybody was still there. He was just frozen. Oh, damn. Okay, yeah.
What the hell is slow dick? Slow dick? Bitch, y'all know what slow dick is. If somebody explain what slow dick is, okay? Slow dick. That dick slow. Okay? The motherfuckers lift up their hair like slow dick. Slow dick. When the nigga slow but the dick good. Okay. Did my previous girlfriend use me by Lavinia? Okay, did this person's previous girlfriend use them?
Just look for Sirah.
Yeah. I get that they use you for use you in terms of use you in terms of like a mutually beneficial relationship. Like if y'all live together, that's what they were with you for. They were with you because like y'all could make ends meet together. It was mainly financial for them. But they're the type of person that they get into relation like I don't get that this person will ever be independently stable. I get that they are codependent and they will always try to find relationships with people that are they're always trying to look for relationships where they can kind of latch on to someone. That's the best way I can put it. They're always looking for relationships where they can latch on to someone. And I don't get that this person can stand on their own. The cards are still speaking. They're saying that this person did take from you. This person took, like, it's like you're asking did they use you, and it's like did they use you? No, but did they steal from you? Yes, they stole from you. They stole your emotions and they took money that they didn't return. And it's up to you about getting it back and making things even. This person's not interested in settling the score. Rather, they're keeping their emotions. They kept them protected to themselves. They were not really willing to give to you in that way. I get that they entered the relationship with not for the purpose of falling in love, but they entered it for the purpose of having a full relationship. They just wanted to experience what it was like to be in a full relationship with someone and commit to it. But I don't get that they were in it for the purpose of love, although you did a lot of things out of love for them. The final things that I can say are that, yeah, I mean, you were in this, like, this person was trying to find a way to help establish themselves, and they felt that you needed the same thing as well. Yeah. All right, so that was Lavinia. I think that was the name, Lavinia. Loving you, it's easy 'cause you're beautiful. And every day of my life is still loving you. La 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 la.
Awkward letter. I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm pretty sure. I thought your questions were answered because you were one of the first ones on here. But if it wasn't, again, you can email. You said contact@blackspectrumnetwork.com. Yeah. If you feel that your questions weren't answered after you look at the replay, after this live is over with, and you look at the replay, and contact.
They said their question wasn't answered. They asked two.
Claim. Three.
Three questions?
3. I wrote it down. Trust. 3.
Let me make sure. Okay. I'm gonna make sure. Okay, awkward letter. You sent in one for $1.99.
That was the first one.
I see it. What can I do to earn more money? Will I meet my soulmate this month? And those were the two. I thought we did both of them at the same. Maybe not. Ask them which one didn't we answer, the soulmate or the money. Which one did we not answer? And just be on the lookout. Because I can tell awkward letter. The answer to this question about the soulmate, you meeting the soulmate? No, you're not gonna meet your soulmate this month. I can tell you that from my no. I can tell you that using my common sense. Absolutely not.
This one say you were in the middle of one of them, but I guess you got sidetracked. So,
they said I got sidetracked.
Yeah.
Did they ask the same question?
It was two separate.
No.
Well, I'm hoping it was two separate. Better than.
I got sidetracked. Maybe. Shit, maybe. I mean, shit. I've been making mistakes, so I mean, fuck.
See, we admit he ain't perfect.
Huh? I feel like I
mean,
did.
that's what I like. But you know, hey.
Bumblebee, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was it for? So the awkward letter.
Nah, now awkward letter saying never mind.
What did she mean? Never mind. If we didn't answer it, which one did we answer? The one about the soulmate, or the one about making the money?
The last two.
The last two. I thought
no, hold on.
we had to answer at least two of the three.
No, scrolling back up. Hold on.
She said just one.
Hold on. She said just one answer. Just one answer. And she said the last two, and then she just said never mind. Yeah, just said never mind niggas or never mind.
Look, we ain't got no problem refunding them. The financial one.
The financial one.
Fuck, I'll just come back to the shit. I don't fucking know. Whatever. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna just come back to the shit. Anyway, Julie Smith did not leave her question. Okay, anyway, let me just finish this shit out because I'm not understanding. Maybe I did get distracted, but I don't fucking know. All right, so anyway, I'm going to shuffle this new tarot deck that I rarely ever use. All right, so Steph G, what messages do your ancestors have for you? Mainly, the main messages that they have for you is to be careful of sneaky individuals that are still trying to come after you. In particular, younger men. They're saying that you don't have they're saying that you literally can't see these people that will be coming after you. And I get that they're trying to do you physical harm. I also see that, yeah, the devil card just came out. You know, pretty much they're just pretty much saying like, they're pretty much saying if you owe somebody money, make sure that you paid them their money. Because it's about like a three-way relationship with you and money. You being involved with somebody that owes somebody money, or you owe someone some money. So make sure that all your debts are clear so that you don't have any dangers, because I see danger around you. And finally, the final thing that I see here is that you need to be very careful of who you try to build intimate relationships with, because these people could be into things that you're not, like, they could be into illegal activities that you're not into. But then again, if you're hanging around these types of people, it's the energy that you're attracting. It's probably the shit that you in. So I don't know. But I can tell you to just be very careful of the relationships that you deal with. Be careful, especially up until the month, until the end of, I say like around November. Be careful of like who you want to date. Like make sure that you do thorough background checks on them before you get involved. Okay, males, I'm pursuing my master's, and make sure that we get Bumblebee's question, so that I can ask them what their first, what was their first question? Hold on a minute. They asked about the business products, the business.
That was
beauty. They asked the same question twice, so instead of them just.
That's why she said you got sidetracked. I guess is why she put it in again and paid for the
I thought. Anyway.
That's why I said go look at the replay first, and then
Julie Smith. I don't see anything.
Well, no, she did. I took a picture of it. I seen, yeah, she put the money in there and she didn't. Hold up. Let's see. That's why I took a picture of it. Oh, not. That's your people. Yeah. Natural abilities do I have?
Yeah, Julie Smith. Natural abilities. Natural abilities for Julie Smith.
Read that again. You got it.
No, I got it. the main thing that you're gifted with is, you know, you can hear the dead, you can hear your ancestors. So that's the main thing. It's like you hear your ancestors. That ability needs to be better developed. Um, they're saying that when you're in spiritual solitude, you can hear them. So make sure that you're meditating. They're also saying that you have two different types of ancestors. So I don't know if you come from a mixed race or multi-ethnic background. So that so you have different two different types of ancestors that you can hear from. They're also saying that another ability that you that's just really it. It's like there are no. It's not about you natural abilities. They don't really care about that. They care more about you fixing like they care more about you using your ancestors to fix the problems that are in your face right now. So it's not about growing natural abilities. They're saying that you naturally hear what they're telling you to do, so you need to naturally do it, and that's more important. And so, in that way, if they tell you to write, then your natural gift is to write. If they tell you to read, your natural gift is to read. So, they've already told you what your gifts are and how to sharpen them. You just need to act on it when they tell you to do it. Males, I'm pursuing my master's in social work, but I'm not sure if I should continue working in social service. Should I pursue another career? Who?
Not a person you know. Males.
Spirit is saying it's up to you. They're saying like, you know, they're saying it's up to you. They're saying that they didn't tell you to go for the masters in social work. That was your choice, and you did it not for the right reasons. They're saying that part of it was so that you could have job security. They were also saying that you were applying to these particular positions because you weren't using your third eye. You were just going for what was in your face. And now they're like, you made your bed, now lay in it. So it's up to you if you want to do it or not. They're like, you know, you requested it. They brought you the acceptance letter. They brought you the program. They, you know, you created the reality that you want. Now you no longer want it. So it's up to you if you're going to, if you want it to be taken away from you. They're saying that as far as pursuing another, far as pursuing another career path, you should after you figured out what that is. They're saying that it's going to take you a minute to figure out what you're passionate about because you haven't fully committed to the social services career to figure out what it is that initially attracted you to the profession, and what initially attracted you to it was the idea of serving the community at for these cheap prices or cheap rates. In addition to that, I'm saying that you need to use your intuitive abilities to figure out what your next career direction would be. They're saying that there's not going to be much time for celebration during this period. They're saying if you're in the program now, go ahead and complete the degree. Make sure that you're still on the path to working in the social services field because you haven't figured out what your next career path will be. They're saying that you don't need more education. They're saying you don't need to drop out, even though they didn't tell you to finish, even though they didn't tell you to start, they are telling you to complete it. They're saying that another thing that they're saying is that you could have the world at your fingertips regardless of the career that you choose, but you need to go to a woman advisor. They're saying that you need to go to a woman advisor with your career concerns so that you can talk to and that woman will give you information about different pathways that you could look into and choose from. So yeah, that's what I've received.
Messy Reggie, your series premiering tomorrow. That's what's up, man. For real.
Okay,
Congrats.
awkward letter. What? Okay, so I'm gonna do these last two bone readings last, but for awkward letter, they said that I skipped them, but this is also why we said put all of your questions in one at a time, and this would not have happened. But either way, what can I do to earn more money, and will I meet my soulmate this month? I already know the answer to these questions, but I mean, I gotta answer them anyway. All right, so what can they do to make more money? Will they meet their soulmate this month?
Might still have time to go To the club. Just Mike.
They're saying that you need to turn a hobby into a small business. That's how you make more money. They're saying it's simple for you. Look, a lot of y'all don't have these very beautiful lifestyles that you need to create because you're too lazy to do it. But for you in particular, it's simple. It's either you're gonna apply for another job or you're gonna turn a hobby into a small business. It's either or. It's not anything else. It's like if income increasing is your goal, that's what you will do. You'll sell your services at $5 a pop just to get yourself started for whatever it is. Your dad, there's a dad or an older gentleman that can provide you with a lot of guidance on how to get started with making more money, but it's going to require that you work with about 2 or 3 other people to have that happen. They're saying that a woman is also it's a woman that's around your age that I feel that you have known her for a while. She may be more educated than you, that she carries with her a lot of wisdom. And she offers it very gently and very nicely. So you need to ask her as well about her thoughts about you pursuing entrepreneurship, because that's going to be the only ways that you make more money. As far as a soulmate for you, I get the 5 of Cups, the 8 of Coins, and then I get the 6 of Wands, and it's like, for you with romance and relationships, it's like you're too emotionally imbalanced. It's like you would get into a relationship and get completely distracted and get lost in it. So much to the degree that you will beat yourself up for not living a life as grand as you would want. So once they're basically like, figure out making more money first, then the soulmate will come. Until then, get you some dick and go. I'm gonna be right back to finish these last 2 readings.
Shanique Shackelford, congrats. She said she done I don't even want to call the dude name, but anyway, she called Slow Dude and broke it off. Congrats to you. You get a hand clap for that? No? Okay, well, I guess he gets no hand claps. Dang, it messed up. Anywho. What y'all say? What the fuck? What, the booty club? Yeah. Hey, man. It's Eastern Standard Time Zone. Get out here before midnight. Get to go to the 21 Up spots. Yeah. Even those spots Humble Pie talking about. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm quiet. I'm just trying to look at these crazy ass comments y'all putting on here. Quiet storms you a fool. Hey, Shirley Ellie, you ain't been on here in a long time. How you been? Hey, for real though, Mr. Reggie, you say your series premiere is tomorrow. I mean, hey, would you like to enlighten us? I remember when Mr. Reggie was on here for the first time, and he was being super lazy about doing the series premiere. Well, not series premiere, but working on the show. And it's funny, it's already came to fruition, and tomorrow's the series premiere. For real though, that's what's up. I'm happy for you though, for real. And if you was actually closer, I would actually come out and see you.
Breakfast in bed, man.
Do you remember that? Remember you kept doing readings for like Mr. Reggie, and like, remember you was talking about something, you kept doing readings for him, he was like, he's supposed to be doing something like show, or like doing something. Mm-hmm. And then it's funny, series premieres tomorrow. after all this time.
I mean, it's better than.
I mean, I was gonna say, I'm glad you got on.
Shit is better than these other motherfuckers on YouTube. I feel so bad talking bad. I don't want to talk bad about my audience because 90% of my audience is women. So I don't want to call women dumb at all because women are not dumb.
No.
But I'm so glad that Reggie has done his work because Reggie don't get on my chat every fucking week and be like, what do my ancestors got to say to me? Reggie, 8 months ago, 9 months, whenever the fuck it was, Reggie got his reading. The spirits told him that he needs to complete his show, and now his show is about to debut on YouTube tomorrow, and he got the entire season written and filmed, and he did that himself. He didn't get on here every week doing follow-up readings on it. You know, what do the spirits have to say about it? Are they liking it? No, he didn't do all that shit like y'all motherfuckers be getting up on here with y'all antsy asses. So I'm proud of you, Reggie, and I thank you for being an example of somebody that actually does work. Okay, that you actually went to work. Because a lot of these people, they just learn for the purpose of doing fucking nothing. Okay, like seriously, like y'all is just so fascinated with like historic readings that like y'all just want to feel good. That's all y'all want. Like literally, y'all just want to feel good. That's it. Or else you just do the work without no questions asked. So yeah, let's all give a shout out to Reggie. Reggie, make sure that you advertise often in the chat room. The name of your show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to his YouTube channel. And let his experience be a testimony for y'all lazy motherfuckers.
Hey, and throw that disclaimer right here. Quiet storms. You put out there about raffling off some bedroom candy. You doing that. Not Black Spectrum Network. Quiet storms. Just want to throw that out. You said you had 2 more, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, I thought.
What was this about bedroom? I don't even know what you was talking about.
I was reading through the comments. They were talking about raffling off some bedroom candy somewhere in there.
You know what bedroom candy is? You know what it is?
Yes.
You use
Also,
it?
I don't watch the Housewives and all that stuff, but I do know, like, you know.
Because you use it?
Again.
What?
No candy, have a little candy coated, whatever serious stuff. Yeah. Like, just because I don't watch the reality show don't mean I don't hear about it.
Yeah, I mean, I thought you may have used it.
Nah.
Oh. I don't know, maybe you had a warming lubricant, or sometimes you like a dildo up your butt like Nene Leaks. Okay, so I'm about to get into this next reading.
Yes, please.
Let me do this Bumblebee person, and I'm gonna do China Doll. I'm gonna do Bumblebee. I'm gonna give them a bone reading today. Oh shit. Yeah, this Bumblebee person. About this business Bumblebee. Yeah. Yeah. This is see, y'all be asking about businesses and y'all ain't ready. Yeah, so it's profitable. The business, this industry is profitable. I don't know if you will be profitable, but this business is profitable. The industry is profitable. They're saying that, they're pretty much saying that you'll reach a dead end if you're not consistent in creating and selling these products. It's that's what it's about. It's like you have to hit the ground running now. So as far as what you need, just real quick before you even try to get a spirit, don't hit me up on prop. If you go on my website, you will see where it says business consultation. My business consultations are for people that have their numbers ready. You know your year-to-date profits. You know what your profit margins are. You know what your monthly expenses are. You know what your year-to-date profit. Again, your year-to-date profits. How we can lower those things. This particular situation is not that. This ain't ready, and this is not where it needs to be. honestly, the advice to give to you as far as your business, yes, it's profitable. I could have told you, yeah, it's a profitable industry. But the main things that you need help with are you're not smart enough to dominate in the business. You don't know all the rules, okay? So you need to you are going to have to just start selling the products. It's like if, for example, you went up in if you tried to apply for Shark Tank right now, people would not fund your business because the business isn't profitable, not because it's not a good model, because you don't have the knowledge. They don't want to invest into someone that doesn't have the knowledge to successfully run it. I get a closed calorie over the graduation cap, so you don't need more education. You don't need to go to school and get a BBA or none of that. You need to just go on. You need to just you just need to start selling the products. Okay, you got to do it the old school way. Just go start selling the products, build a website, and then grow from there. You won't see much of a return on your investments at first. Because I get the closed calorie over the boomerang. Even though your ancestors love this idea, but they're also saying that your love for this is also going to jinx you, because they're saying that you care more about like you're the type of person that you will, if I asked you, okay, so what is your year-to-date revenue, you'll smile and just like rather than give me the actual number. So it's like you love the business so much that you'll be kind to yourself by not having all of the knowledge. So it's like you can't half-ass this. I get an open calorie over the Medusa, so it's like your ancestors are they're not petrified at the idea of you doing this. They're kind of more so just waiting to see what you do before they put their support behind it. I get the one of action over the Wi-Fi. So before they connect themselves to this particular project, you need to go out and just start doing it. So again, this is not about if it's profitable or not. It's not about the industry itself makes money. It's just, are you going to make money? And if you're not going to make money, it's because you don't have the knowledge to make the money. So you need to learn more. I get a wedding ring, a good luck token, and a quarter over the gongon, and a witch token over the gongon. So they're saying like you'll need to do magic work as well. So you're gonna need candles burning. So you're gonna be doing candle energy work on yourself to make yourself a better business person. Okay, so the next thing that I see here is that there's the ancestors token over the stork. So they're not going to be sending you new ideas. Okay, so this beauty business that you're in, you're gonna do different. Like if the spirits gave you right now a new idea, it's gonna be a remixed version of the current business that the business that I'm currently reading on. So yes, you're supposed to work in the beauty industry. As far as entrepreneurship goes, that largely depends on your capacity and your will to power yourself as an entrepreneur. There's a closed calorie and a penny. There's a closed calorie and a paperclip over the penny. So it's like you're attached to you're attached to making low sums of money. So it's like you have to think about how much do you want this business to make? And that's how many products you need to sell per month to meet that. And if you're not willing to hustle your ass off to meet that goal this isn't the industry that's for you. There's an open calorie and the one of action over the sponge, meaning that you need to do a cleansing bath before you embark on this journey, because they're saying that they don't want you to carry over negative energy into the establishment and the development of this new business. Now, this business will target African Americans because it's the courage token and the penny over the Black Panther. The ancestors token is over that as well. You need to make sure that this is marketable to the Black community, because those will be your first. That's the first population to support you for this business, and that's what they're indicating to you. Breakfast in bed, honey. China doll? No, that was Bumblebee. I'm gonna get China doll when we're done. All right. Set the timer for 5 minutes because my phone about to die. Gotcha. You like my gold hair?
Yes. You should probably do it next time. Post on it.
Okay. An Instagram post on my hair?
Mm-hmm.
What do they mean?
They like your hair. I was saying. Should do an Instagram post up.
Yeah, I need to post more pictures of me. I don't take enough pictures. People be thinking I'm ugly. They be seeing my hands. They be like, hey, this motherfucker probably ugly. And he got good hands.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You gonna pick it up? All right. So for this particular person, are there any Orishas or spirit guides closest to me? Not relevant right now. What can I do to boost my business and income? And is there a meaningful relationship coming from me? And do I know the person already? All right. So there's nothing on this board to indicate anything about you. Need to, I hear this very clearly. Don't worry about any Orisha. Continue working with your ancestor. Don't worry about any Orisha. Continue working with your ancestors. If you haven't worked with your ancestors exclusively for at least 3 months, don't worry about any Orisha. If you have, then you can go in the chat and say, I have done that, so tell me what Orisha I should be working with. If not, then just continue listening to the rest of the reading because it's not relevant right now. But there's an open calorie over the dead end. So something is, you know, okay, so with relationships, you're at a dead end. You need to do a cleansing bath. You're going to have to remove the energy from you. I hear that you're going to need to do a cleansing bath for 3 consecutive days to remove a relationship that's still in your heart, or a relationship that you've been, it's the last relationship that you were in. And I get that there's a wedding ring over the gavel, so your next relationship will be leading towards marriage. There's a closed calorie over the Wi-Fi, so your ancestors are not, there's a closed carrier over the Wi-Fi. So it's like your ancestors are really not speaking about love and relationships right now. It's like they want to keep that information confidential for a reason. But I also get that there was witchcraft placed on you in your last relationship, meaning that you either had a ton of negative experiences that were traumatic and they're hindering you from loving on people as much as you should, or this person actually catches witchcraft against you. Regardless, the witchcraft token also falls over the no speed limit and the Jesus Christ and the dead end. So it's like you need to forgive this. You need to let go of this last relationship so that you can acquire a new one, because the romance token is over the sponge. So it's like as soon as you remove this energy, a new relationship comes for you. The elephant is over the Harlequin mask. So this is another thing that's important in terms of you and relationships. They're saying that you don't present yourself as valuably in relationships as you should. That you would rather perform as a character when you first encounter someone than just be yourself, because that's going to be the most attractive. So if you perform as a character, you're going to attract a character. Now, as far as the business goes, they're saying that you need to. They're saying that you need more knowledge. So they're saying that you need to study more. As far as it is all about the person and the profit. So you need to figure out who you are as a person and how you can sell yourself as a person to make more profit, because this business is not established. So it's not like we're talking about something getting started up. So essentially, because it's a startup, people are purchasing whatever products or services that you're selling because they want to support you. Okay. There's a good luck token over the Black Panther. So most of your luck is going to be found within the African American community. There's a probability of luck and a closed calorie falling over the makeup. So this is saying that you need to stop going, like, as far whoever this person is, don't make up with them. Don't go back to the relationship. It is what it is. It can't be dressed up. You can't put lipstick on a pig. It's still a pig. So the relationship was what it was, but there's a closed calorie over the poison ivy. So this is saying that this is saying, as far as romance and relationships go for you, that you need to be very careful, because their relationships for you, it's like you get a whiff of romance and you get boy crazy, or you get a whiff of marriage and you get marriage crazy. It's like you start to obsess over it, and then you have to take time to detox from it. So you'll get involved with one person, obsessed with them, and then leave. And when things end, you stop dating for a long period of time because you're trying to detox, not from the person, but from the experience or this intense desire of wanting to be committed, which is okay. I get that I get a turtle on his back over the chicken, and open calorie in the man over the chicken as well. So this is saying that you typically go for men that are kind of cowardly. So don't go for if the best thing that I can say is go for men that date you, not guys that say that they want to date. A guy that actually tries to date and seals the deal. Like he actually has paid for the date. Those are the guys that you should entertain. Anything else for business? The spirits are not sending you any new business ideas at this time. And the final thing that I can tell you is that you may have to consider going to school again. Education. You may have to consider going to school again. Yeah. All right. Marcus, you can go ahead and begin closing the show out. I'm going to be picking my shit up off the floor, so hopefully by the time I'm done picking my shit up off the floor, you'll be done closing the show out.
Let me move this out of the way. All right. So I hope everybody enjoyed the reading. Y'all can feel free again to follow me. Instagram at Instagram. On Instagram at ATL Computer Repair, Facebook, Lightswitch Computer Repair. See my current post that I just put up. I'm actually gonna put up another one tomorrow, but anyway, it was one client's computer I had. I actually got more stuff coming up and whatnot. Got my website, www.lightswitchllc.com, or otherwise you can call me directly, 678-995-3720. Serious inquiries only. Yes, I even have clients like him that I get from time to time. But other than that, I think that's about it. Oh, and again, we're still trying to do a live show. We're not sure where at the moment, but just stay in tune about that. Hopefully y'all actually might come out to it though if we actually do have one, at least come and show us support.
Thank you for tuning in to the reading produced by Black Spectrum Network. Thank you for tuning in to the reading produced by I love saying that, produced by Black Spectrum Network. All right. So anyway, make sure that you like this video, share this video, and comment on this video. And please share this video with someone in your spiritual family. If you can't get enough of our content, make sure that you tune in every week on Wednesday at 9 p.m. We are going to be working on a live show where we will be somewhere here in Atlanta at some venue giving out live psychic readings. We want to have a live audience. We will also stream it live. I'm going to be figuring that out. I haven't done a reading on it to see how Spirit feels about it, but I'm pretty sure that Barone and Bridget support it. Now, with that being said, please make sure that you support the Patreon. That's www.patreon.com/Black Spectrum Network, where you can get exclusive psychic readings at least a week early before they hit YouTube. Such as I would release my video about the Atlanta child murders today if I wanted to, but that video is like a month old. But for the month of October, it's going to be a very witchy month for Patreon. We're going to be doing readings on Elizabeth Bathory, the Salem Witch Trials, Tituba, Erykah Badu, Issa Rae, Nivea, Cat Williams, Nene Leakes, Iyanla Van Zant. I'm trying to think of who else was on the list. But it's a very witchy month. It's very paranormal. Oh, I'm also going to be doing a reading on MK Ultra. So make sure that you look out for the reading on MK Ultra. So yeah, it's gonna be a very good month for Patreon. And if you want to go ahead and hop on the wave, then go on over to the Patreon for as little as $2. Go ahead and get that. If you want to purchase a private psychic reading, go to www.blackspectrumnetwork.com to purchase a private psychic reading from me. Until then, I hope that you all subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you all for the tremendous amount of support. Please make sure that next week you follow the rules. If you've been put on probation, I hope not to see another donation from your motherfucking ass for another 2-3 weeks. Or else I'm gonna hit you, bitch. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in to the reading with me and my bestest friend.
Never mind. Anywho,
You about to drop kick me?
Again, no.
Oh.
Like I was saying, I mean, enunciate. Follow me on Instagram at ATL Computer Repair. Facebook, Light Switch Computer Repair. You can go to my website, www.lightswitchllc.com. Or otherwise, you can give me a phone call. Serious business inquiries only. 678-995-3720. You looking at yourself?
Mm-hmm. I was getting it.
Yeah, my laptop is like showing like a 5-second delay.
All right, y'all.